Hampton Jack Bowling is the only person in the Texas Panhandle diagnosed with one of the rarest genetic diseases in the world.
And News Channel 10's Jennifer Moots joins us now live in the studio with his special story.
There have been 68 reported cases of Rothmund-Thomson Syndrome within the United States, and Amarillo's Hampton Bowling is one of the few who has it. It can pose a serious health risk, and at this point in time, there is no cure. But Hampton's parents have shed some light on their son's condition with hopes to help advance the medical understanding of RTS. Hampton Jack Bowling is only 3, but is about the size of a 12-month-old. This is because of Rothmund-Thomson Syndrome. RTS has many symptoms, but in Hampton's case, it affects his stature and his ability to grow hair. He is also more prone to complications due to cataracts, and Hampton may never have the ability to have a family.
I think once he turned 3, I just kind of hit a point where the sadness and the grief that came along with it was replaced with just overwhelming joy of just realizing the gift that we've been given. And sorry.
He's a happy guy.
Just seeing the way that he brightens up a room and how people just love him, and no matter where we take him, he's the joy. He brings the joy everywhere we go.
Many physicians seemed puzzled as the Bowling family jumped from doctor to doctor to get screenings and testing done weekly. It wasn't until they visited the Boston Children's Hospital where a geneticist diagnosed Hampton when he was 16 months old.
He came and said, "I have to tell you, I've been doing this for 40 years, and I remember studying this in the boards, but I've never seen a case." So he was pretty blown away. Every doctor we've seen has just kind of scratched their head.
Right now, Hampton is relatively healthy, going to therapy and attending a preschool program to work on his communication or motor skills. He cannot yet talk, but understands sign language.
I mean, there's been tough moments, but we don't live in a state of devastation. We live in a state of what's tomorrow hold, Yeah, Hampton, we have no doubt that Hampton has a bright future. We don't know exactly what that looks like, but we do know that has a terrific future.
There are 2 types of RTS. Hampton has been diagnosed with type 1, which is less likely to have bone defects and cancers. But type 1 is more likely to have cataracts, and physicians say type 1 is more mysterious, as there could be another gene that causes this strain of the disease, and physicians have yet to find that gene.